ॐ गणानां गणपतिगं अवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदा न शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सेकंड सूत्र। अदृश्यत्वादि गुण को धर्मोक्ते विशेषण भेद व्यपदेशाभ्यां च नितरो रूपोपन्यासाच्च वैश्वानरः साधारण शब्द विशेषात् स्मर्यमाणम् अनुमानं स्यादिति शब्दादिभ्योऽन्तः प्रतिष्ठानाच्च नीति चेन्न तथा दृष्टोपदेशा असंभवात् पुरुषम अपि चैनम अधीयते अतएव न देवता भूतञ्च साक्षादप्यविरोधम् जैमिनिः अभिव्यक्तेः इति आश्मरथ्यः अनुस्मृतेः बादरहि संपत्तिरिति जैमिनिस्तथा हि दर्शयति आमनन्ति चैनमस्मिन् द्युभ्याद्यायतनम् स्वशब्दात् दुःफायाद्यायतनम् द्युभ्याद्यायतनम् स्वशब्दात् स्वशब्दात्. Let us read page 248. Idam shruyate idam shruyate yasmin dyau prithvi chantariksham otam manasah प्राणैश्च सर्वैः तमेवैकं जानथ आत्मानम् अन्यावाचो विमुञ्चथ अमृतस्येष सेतुः इति अत्र यद् एतत् द्योप्रवृत्तीनाम् द्योप्रवृत्तीनाम् ओतत्त्ववचनात् द्योप्रवृत्तीनाम् ओतत्त्ववचनात् आयतनम् किञ्चिदवगम्यते तत् किं परं ब्रह्म स्यात् आहोस्वित् अर्थान्तरमिति सन्धीयते तत्र अर्थान्तरं किम् अपि आयतनं स्यात् इति प्राप्तम् तस्मात् अमृतस्येष सेतुः इति श्रवणात् पारवानिह लोके सेतुः प्रख्यातः न च परस्य ब्रह्मणः पारवत्वं शक्यम् अभ्युपगन्तुम् अनन्तमपारम् इति श्रवणात् अर्थान्तरे च आयतने परिगृह्यमाणे स्मृति प्रसिद्धं प्रधानम् परिगृहीतव्यम् तस्य कारणत्वात् आयतनत्वोपपत्तेः श्रुति प्रसिद्धो वा वायुः स्यात् वायुर्वै गौतम तत्सूत्रं वायुना वै गौतम सूत्रेण अयं च लोकः परश्च लोकः सर्वाणि च भूतानि संद्रप्तानि भवन्ति इति वायोरपि विधारणत्वश्रवणात् शारीरो वा स्यात् तस्यापि भोक्तृत्वात् भोग्यं प्रपञ्चम् प्रत्यायतनत्व उपपत्तेः इत्येवं प्राप्त इदमाह द्युभ्याद्यायतनमिति द्यौश्च भूश्च द्युभुवौ द्युभुवावादि यस्य तदिदं द्युभ्यादि यदेतत् अस्मिन् वाक्ये द्यौः पृथिव्यन्तरिक्षं मनः प्राणाः इत्येवम् आत्मकं जगत्त्वेन निर्दिष्टं तस्यायतनं परं ब्रह्म भवितुम् अर्हति कुतः स्वशब्दात् आत्मशब्दादित्यर्थः आत्मशब्दो हि इह भवति तमेवैकं जानत आत्मानम् इति आत्मशब्दश्च परमात्मपरिग्रहे सम्यग् अवकल्पते न अर्थान्तरपरिग्रहे क्वचिच्च स्वशब्देनैव ब्रह्मणायतनं श्रूयते सन्मूलाः सोमीमाः प्रजाः सर्वाः प्रजाः सदायतनाः सत्प्रतिष्ठाः इति स्वशब्देनैव चेह पुरस्तादुपरिष्टाच्च ब्रह्म संकीर्त्यते पुरुष एवेदं विश्वं कर्म तपो ब्रह्म परामृतमिति ब्रह्मैविदमृतं पुरस्ताद् ब्रह्म पश्चात् ब्रह्म दक्षिणतश्चोत्तरेण इति च तत्र त्वायतनायतनं तत्र तु आयतनायातनं वद्भावश्रवणात् सर्वं ब्रह्मेति च सामानाधिकरण्या यथा अनेकात्मको वृक्षः शाखास्कन्धो मूलं च इत्येवं नानारसः विचित्र आत्मा इति आशंका संभवति तां निवर्तयितुं सावधारणमाह तमेवैकं जानत आत्मानमिति एतदुक्तं भवति न कार्यप्रपञ्चविशिष्टो विचित्रात्मा विज्ञेयः किम तर्हि अविद्याकृतं कार्यप्रपञ्चं विद्यया प्रलापयन्तः तमेव एकम् आयतनभूतम् आत्मानं जानत। एकरसमिति यथा यस्मिन्नास्ते देवदत्तः तदानीन इति युक्तः आसनमेव आनयति न देवदत्तम्। We were seeing the first adhikaran of the third part, and this particular adhikaran is called Dvibhavadya Adhikaran. Dvibhavadya Adhikaran. So what is the subject matter of this adhikaran? What is the mantra which will be discussed in this adhikaran? It's a famous mantra of Mundaka Upanishad, and it says Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantariksham Otam Sah Pranaischa Sarvaihi तमेवैकं जानत आत्मानं अन्यो वाचो विमुञ्चत अमृतस्यैष सेतुः. The mantra is Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantariksham. It is written also Idam Shruyate. That mantra is written in your book. Idam Shruyate Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantariksham Otam Manasa Pranaischa Sarvaihi Tamivaikum Janata Atmanam Nyavacho Vimunchata Amrtasyaisha Setu. What does this mean? Yasmin. Let us understand the general introduction of the whole adhikaran. Then we will come to the first sutra of this adhikaran, which we have read. Yasmin, that means, Yasmin means here Brahmani, in the Brahman. So Brahman is here taken as a Adhishthanam. So in that Brahman, seventh case is there, Yasmin Devhu. Devhu means Swargalok. Prithvi, Prithvi means Bhulok. Antariksham, that means Bhuvalok. In that, so what is the lok here? Bhur Bhuva Swalok is there. This is Uplakshana. This means all lokas are in that only. And Otam. Otam means what? Supported, pervaded. It is all Otam. Everything is in the earth, in the Brahman. Yasmin means Brahmani. Yasmin Brahmani. Bhurbhuva Swaha, all lokas are there. And not only this, Manasaha Pranaischa Sarvaihi. Mind, Pran, along with the mind Pran, everything is there. Yasmin Deva Prithvi Chantariksham Otam Manasa Pranaischa Sarvaihi. Along with the Pran, that is Adhyatma also is there. And Yasmin Deva Prithvi, this Adhibhut is also there. So Adhyatma, Adhibhut, everything is in that Brahman only. So after making any statement, Upanishad gives the imperative, lot lakar. What it says, tam ev ekam janat atmanam. Know that oneself alone. Tam is for atmanam. Tam ev ekam atam atmanam ev janat. Janat is madhyam purush ekvachan. You should know that. Acha? This is the second point in the mantra. Third point it says, anya vacho vimunchat. Leave aside all other words. That means what? Give up all vyavhar. Give up all vyavhar. Don't live a life of very active life. This is for Gyan Margi. This is for the path of knowledge, and therefore he is giving up this life of Lokeshna, Vitteshna. And therefore he said, give up. Vacha word is indicative of vyavhar, because maximum vyavhar is done by speech only. Maximum interaction is by speech only. Therefore, he says, give up all your vyavhar. Go into solitude. Go ekante sukhamasyatam. So you go into ekant now. Lead a very reflective and meditative life. No need to over-interact, no need to get involved in you. But this is a student of, what is it called? Yogi invita sadatam atmanam rahasi sthita. Ekakiyata chittatma. The one who is a student of meditation. He has not any activity in him. No project is there. So therefore he gives up all other activities, all interactions. So that he invests all his time in contemplation of the self only. So this is the student of the Upanishad. He is not the student of Karma Yoga or Bhakti Yoga also. He is straight into the Jnana Yoga. For them it is instruction. How do we know that we are not there? I feel I am also the student. How do you know that you are not the student? Yada hi nendriyartheshu na karmastunu shajjate sarva sankalp sannyasi yoga rodas tadochate. Bhagavan has given 3 criteria. One who is not attached to any sense organs. Neither he has any attachment for karma. Neither he has any sankalp. Then he is called Yogarud. Not everybody is fit for that. So, and this is the third point. Anya vacho vimunchat. That means take sannyas. And last line, last quarter is Bolo. Amritasya esh setu. This Brahman is the setu. We'll see the meaning of setu. Bridge or dam of immortality. These are the, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. So first is entire Brahman is based on, entire universe is based on Brahman. So Brahman is Jagad Ashrayam, in objective world and internal world both. So Bahya Prapanchadhar and Antar Prapanchadhar both is Brahman only. So I will say the word Vishwadhar. So Brahman is Vishwadharam, Lokatrayadharam. but you find it difficult to pronounce, Dyubhyadyatyanam. Dyubhyadyatyanam. So we'll say Vishwadharam. Third line, third part, second part says, know that alone. Tam evekam janatha. Third part says that no need to throw your mind and scatter your mind. And fourth part says, that means what is third line says, nididhyasanam kuryat. Good, have no life of heavy meditation and reflection. Now you are meant for a life of deep meditations. And fourth line says, Esha setu amritasya. Esha setu amritasya. So now about the fourth quarter, there are two meanings. What are the two meanings? Esha amritasya setu. So first commentary says that Esha means this Brahman. Which Brahman? Which is Vishwadharam Brahman. Always talk as per the context. Don't go here and there. Here the topic is of Vishwadharam, which is support of the world. This Vishwadharam Brahman or Paramatma is Setu. One meaning of Setu here is called water dam. Dam, not bridge. Second meaning will be bridge. Dam is the one which holds the water. Like the big river is flowing, so dam is built. Like reservoir is there. So it holds the coming water. Why this meaning is given? So what is the whole line now? The Brahman is the holder of immortality. Brahman is the holder of immortality. When it is said that this is the dam, if you want the water, you have to go to the dam. This is the intention of first meaning. If you want the water, you have to go to the dam. Dam, D-A-M, not D-A-M-N. Well, I don't damn care for, not that damn. So this is Ish. Don't say I don't damn care for this dam. Some people have a habit of using such words, which I don't like anyway. These words are very strong words. So this Brahman is the holder of immortality. So please note Amritatvam here. Amrit means immortality, not immortal. I'm repeating these words because this will be used. Purpaksh will discuss on this point, and don't say I don't understand. So that means this Vishwadharam Paramatma is possessor of immortality. Therefore, Setu word general meaning is a bridge only. General meaning of Setu is the bridge only. Don't read Hello, Hari Om. Don't read. Nice to read, only read. This Vishwadharam Paramatma is the possessor of immortality, just as the dam holds the water. So Brahman dam holds the water of immortality. So you depend on the dam for the water. So you depend on the Brahman for immortality. That means if you want to go beyond birth and death, you have to approach Brahman only. This is the intention of this meaning. If you want to go beyond the limited existence or the life of limitation, of life of limitation means what? Life of limitation means birth and death, happiness and sadness, ups and downs. Sometimes I'm very happy, sometimes not happy. So if you want to get out of this, you have to go to the dam called Brahman to get immortality. Is the first meaning. Second commentary says, Esha is equal to Brahma Jnanam. Esha is equal to Brahma Jnanam. Which is Brahma Jnanam, which is mentioned in the third line. Tamevaikam Janatha. So there that means you should have Brahma Jnana. Doesn't mean you should have Brahman. Brahman already I have, Brahma Jnana is not there. So Brahman Tamevaikam Janatha. And Setu here does not mean dam. Setu means bridge. So bridge is different, dam is different. I hope all of you know the difference between bridge and dam. So how will you translate that? Brahma Jnanam is a bridge for immortality. It is a bridge for immortal. So the word Amritam here means immortal, Brahma. The word Amritam means Brahma. So Brahma Jnanam is a bridge for getting immortal Brahman. Again I am repeating. In the first interpretation, the word Setu means Brahma. And Amritam means immortality, not immortal. Immortality. In the second interpretation, the word Setu does not mean dam, it means bridge. And the word Amritam does not mean immortality, it means immortal Brahman. Immortal and immortality is different. Immortal is a noun. Immortality is a bhav. Ness, birthlessness, deathlessness. So second meaning the word, which word? Amritam means immortal. It is referring to Brahma. And Setu word means bridge. And Esha word means Brahma Jnanam. Brahma Jnana. So that Brahma Jnana is the bridge towards immortality. Immortal Brahman. So through Brahma Jnana you will attain or know Brahman. This is the meaning. The second meaning. First meaning is that Brahman is the holder of immortality. So first has the holder implication and second has the sadhana implication. So one who wants to be immortal, that means he wants to go beyond the limited world, he has to go to Brahman only. And second is that if you want to know Brahman, then you have to go to Brahma Jnana. This is the two meanings, two interpretations are there. Keep it in your mind, we'll be using it. You park it. Okay. So you cannot get immortality by doing something else. Immortality will not be there unless you have Brahman. So Brahman is the holder of immortality. Here holder does not mean like a bulb is holding the bulb holder is holding the bulb. Here holder means where you can get something. Like dam is a holder of water. If you want water, you have to approach the dam only. These are two meanings are there. I hope you are clear. Don't get confused. If you get confused, you will be not understanding the later steps. Now, what is the problem? Because unless there is some kind of confusion, the Brahma Sutra cannot proceed. So, what is the confusion? Confusion came by Sankhya. Sankhya said that Upanishad is talking about Vishwadharam, which is the holder of the world. Yes. And it is using one word called Otam. Otam word. I hope you have noticed Otam word. Unnoticed. Yansasmindo prithvi chantariksham Otam. See the word. See the word Otam there. Yasmin Devu prithvi chantariksham. Then one word is called Otam. Pervaded, supported. So by using the word Otam, you are saying that world is being supported by Brahman. Who's saying this? Sankhya Purupaksh is asking, Bhagwan Vedavyas and Shankaracharya, you are saying that world is being supported by the Brahman. Yes. But my dear, there is nowhere word Brahman is coming. In the whole mantra, Brahman word does not come. How do you take the Vishwadharam as Brahman? Yasmin word you said Brahmani, I have problem in that. Acha? Yes. I feel Yasmin means Pradhane. Yasmin word should mean Pradhan. That means whole world has come from Pradhan and it goes back to Pradhan. And I have authority also, Avyakta Dini Bhutani, Avyakta Madhyani Bharata, Avyakta Nidanan Neva Tattarka Paridena. So it is said in Bhagavad Gita also that whole world, this Avyakt Pradhan is same. Everything has come from Avyakt, it goes back into Avyakt. Avyaktat Vyaktaya Sarve Prabhavanti Aharagame in 8th chapter. In 8th chapter, Avyaktat Vyaktaya Sarve Prabhavanti Aharagame Ratriagame Praliyante Tatraiva Vyaktas Sangyaka. Also it is said in 9th chapter, Sarvbhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshay punastani kalpado visarjamyam prakritim swamavashtabhya visarjami punah punah. So various places it has said that whole world has come from Prakriti or Pradhanam. And therefore from cause is always pervading the effect. And because of Prakriti being cause, whole world is pervaded by Prakriti. So Jagadadharam or Vishwadharam is not the Brahman. Nowhere it is said. You are putting your point because you have Vipralipsa. And therefore, I say that Prakriti is the, or Pradhanam is the Jagadadharam and Vishwadharam. How can you say I'm wrong? Okay, now Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, he says you should read the mantra little closely and minutely. What is the mantra? What is the mantra says? See the mantra which is in your book. No need to open mantra pushpam, it's already there. And if you by heart it, no need to see the book also. Yasmin Deo Prithvi Chantariksham Otam Sah Pranaivcha Sarvai. This is the 1 line. Third quarter. What is third quarter? Tamevekam Janata Atmanam. So Upanishad uses the word Atma, and this is the clinching evidence. Why? Because relative pronoun Yasmin and Tam will be there. If relative pronoun and correlative pronoun will go there. What was Yasmin is called Tam here. And Tam Atmanam has been used here. Know that Atma. I am asking this question. Atma Shabda Prayogat. When the Atma word has been used, Atma word cannot be used for Pradhan because Pradhan is a Chetan. Because Pradhan is a Chetan, therefore Atma won't fit in the word Pradhan. Atma won't fit in the word Pradhan. All of you got the Atma word or not? So, and therefore first evidence that this particular Yasmin word is meaning Atmani word, is not for Pradhan word. This is the first evidence. Yasmin. Not that Johannesburg Yasmin. We're not talking of that Yasmin. We are talking of Yasmin here means Atmani here. Atmani here. Where from you go, where you take. So, here, Atma word is used. Tamevekam Janata Atmanam. So, first reason is Atma Shabda Prayogat. Because of the usage of the word Atma. Atma Shabda Prayogat. Okay. And therefore, Pradhan is not the what? Not the Vishwadhara. Use the language which is said here. Don't say something else. Vishwadharam. Here topic is of contention is of who is Vishwadharam. This is the first reason. Second reason, as you know the rule, if there is a ambiguity in Upanishad on a certain topic, then you refer to some other Upanishad of the same topic where clarity is there. If we don't know that it is Vishwadharam here, that Vishwadharam is Brahman here, so let us see somewhere else it is said or not. Okay, here it is not said. Let us see if it is said somewhere else. And genius of Bhashyakar is there. This is how they by-hearted the whole Upanishads. He quotes now Chandogya Upanishad. Please open Chandogya Upanishad 6.8.4. 6th chapter, 8th section and 4th mantra. 6.8.4. And there it is said, Sanmulaha Som Imaha Sarvah Prajaha. Sanmulaha Somya Imaha Sarvah Prajaha Sadayatanaha Satpratishtaha. Bas. So here Prajaha word means Jeev Rashya. Whole Jeev. And important word is Sadayatanaha. So Sadayatana is the adjective of Sadayatanaha Which samas is Sadayatana? Sadayatana is which samas? Bahubri. So Sat Ayatanam Yasya. Sat means Brahman is the substratum of what? Of that Praja. All of you got or not? Huh? So Sad means Brahman. Ayatan means support. Brahman is the support of that. So Sad Ayatana means Sad Ayatanam Yasya. Yasyaha Prajaha. That is called Sadayatanaha. So Prajaha word is. And Sarva is the adjective of Prajaha. Sarva adjective I have not seen since long. Sarva, Sarve, Sarvaha. Sarv. You have not taken. No? Sarv is. I think I had taken. I had taken it. Huh? Like you have to say all ladies. You have to say Sarvaha Mahilaha. And you say all men. All men. Huh? All men. Sarve Purushaha. So Sarv word is in masculine, feminine, neuter. All books. Sarvani Pustakani. Therefore, Sarvaha Prajaha. And see, Imaha. Imaha word is there. Imaha. Imaha Sarvaha Prajaha. Iyam, Ime, Imaha. Like that is there. So, Iyam, Ime, Imaha. So, Imaha Sarvaha Prajaha Sadayatanaha. So, Sadayatana is the adjective of Sarvaha Prajaha. And Sadayatana is a Bahubri Samas. That means Sat Ayatanam Yasya. Sat means Brahman is the support of what? Of that. And this is a clue, not clue, rather clarity is there, that Brahman alone is the Vishwadharam. So Brahman is alone Vishwadharam and not Pradhanam. It is not said Pradhanam, Pradhanayatanaha. It is not said Pradhanayatanaha. Okay, this mantra is quoted by Bhashyakar. But I am not showing you because you will not open the book. So this is said in the next page. Okay, let me show that. As if you are saying something secret. No secret. See here, it is said here, 251 first line. And last page you see, Kvachitcha swa shabde naiva brahmana ayatanatvam shruyate. Sanmula somima sarvaha prajaha sadayatana satpratishtaha iti. Okay, so this you saw that. There is one more Upanishad called Kathopanishad. You are more familiar with Kathopanishad. And in Kathopanishad, you open Kathopanishad 2.3.1. Urd mool vak shaka esho shvatha sanatana. Tadeva shukram tad brahma tadeva amritam uchyate. Urd moolo vak shaka esho shvatha sanatana. Tadeva shukram tad brahma tadeva amritam uchyate. Mila? Sixth only. Or second chapter, third only. Two ways they mention. Urdamulo vak shaka. From here only Urdamulo the shaka has been taken. Urdamulo vak shaka Eshwa shvatha sanatana. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. And then next line is where your attention should be there. Tasmin Loka Shrita Sarve. Tasmin means that Brahmani. All the beings, all the Brahman are situated in that. Tasmin Loka Shrita Sarve. Here Sarve is the adjective of Loka. Tadu Natyeti Kashtana. Here Tasmin means Brahmani. So two reasons are given. First reason is Atma Shabda Prayoga. And second reason is Anyatra Darshanat. In other Upanishad also same point is said that Vishwadharam is not Vishwadharam is not Pradhanam, but it is the Brahman alone. This is the point here. I hope you are clear. Okay. This completes the introduction. Now let me come to the word analysis of the first sutra. What is the word analysis? There are two words earlier in the first sutra. Dyubhadyatanam. Dyubhadyatanam. Bhadyatanam. Where I want to speak. I want to speak it all. One police person was there in India. He caught somebody who on his cycle, they had a bulb. In the night he hit somebody. The police stormed him. He said, you have to take a challan now. He said, well, tell me what is your name? He said, Drishtadumni. He said, okay, go. So similarly, when such words come, students keep quiet. So there are two words, Dyubhadyatanam, and second word is Swashabdat. Now let us take one word. In this word, Dyubhadyatanam, there are three words. It is a compound. Dyu, then is Bhu, then Adi, then Ayatanam. 4 words, not 3 words. Dyu, Bhu, Adi, Ayatanam. Dyu means what? Heaven. What is called Suva. Yasmin Dyu Prithvi Antariksham is condensing it. And Bhuhu, Bhu word had come, which was the equivalent word there in the Mundak? Prithvi. Prithvi. Adi. Adi means Antariksh, Mana, Pran, Sarvai, all else are all Adi. Ayatanam. Ayatanam means support, Adhar. So, Dyubhadyatanam is equal to Vishwadhara. Vishwadhara. So, who Ayatanam means support. So, Dyubhadyayat Adinam. How will you break the samas here? Dyubhadyadinam Ayatanam. So the support of all these is called Dyubhadyatanam. Adinam Ayatanam. This is which samas? Which samas? Tatpurush samas. So the Adhar of all these, that means Vishwadharam. So easy word to pronounce is Vishwadharam. Vishwadharam, who is the support of all. Please note, this sutra is only about Mundak 2.2.5. 2.2.5 which you have seen just now. Now you supply one word called Brahma. So, Dyubhadhyayatanam Brahma. And in bracket you can write Na Pradhanam. So the support of the world is Brahman and not Pradhan. The support of this world is Brahman and not Pradhanam. Okay. And two reasons here. And Swashabdat. What is the hetu given? Swashabdat. Swashabdat. Swashabdat again is a compound word. There are two meanings to that Swashabdat. First interpretation is Swa is equal to Atma and Shabd is equal to word. So Swashabdat means what? Because of the word Atma used in the same mantra. Swashabdat. Swashabdat means Atma Shabda Prayogat. Because of the usage of the Atma word. Chetan Atma is there. Atma is always Chetan, therefore Pradhan Adharam na bhavitum arhati. Because Atma word is used and therefore Pradhan cannot be the Adhar. Because in the Sankhya, whole world has come from Prakriti. World has nothing to, Purush has not, from the Purush world has not come. And therefore, there is no Adhisthana Adhyast relationship. And you know what is the problem there? The world becomes real. Very slowly these things come up. There is a big implication. World becomes real and Purush becomes limited. And therefore, in the Sankhya, what is the nature of moksha? The bhoktrit of Purush goes away. That bhokta, which is the Purush of the Prakriti. So it is Vibhu and it is Swatantra than the Prakriti. This is the nature of the moksha in Sankhya. Darshan also you have to pay attention. Darshan people don't like. 2-3 things people don't like. Students. One is this Pramana Vyapar. They say it's very ticklish. Then Darshan. Darshan also they don't like. But unless you have abidance, if you want abidance in yourself, God realization, this will help you all to get established. Now Sankhya had to maintain the reality of the world. To maintain reality of the world, it says let us do one thing. Keep Purush separate and Prakriti separate. So Prakriti and Purush both are two parallel realities. And because that is a reality, and therefore he is now bent on saying that world is in Purush, no, in Prakriti and not in the Purush. So there are two things, one is matter, other is consciousness, and both are exclusive to each other. Here, Bhagwan Vedavyas is breaking that notion. Atma Shabdat, Atma Shabda Prayogat. Because Chetan Atma word has been used in the second line, Tamevekam Janat Atmanam. And therefore what? Therefore what? Therefore, the Vishwadharam is the Chetan only and not your Pradhanam. This is the first interpretation. Please keep in your mind. I will go through it once more. Then don't say that I did not know that. I don't know what is you are talking. Earlier, two things were about the Setu word. Setu and Amrit had two meanings. Don't ask which Setu. So, And second meaning interpretation of the word Swa Shabdat is Swa means Upanishad. Upanishad. And Shabdat means clarification. Means what? Because of the Upanishad clarification given by the Upanishads themselves. Swa Shabdat means because of the clarification given by Upanishad themselves. So first meaning was Shabd means Atma straight. Word, Atma word. Swa means Atma. And second is Swa means Upanishad himself says. Where? In the Chandogya it quoted you 6.8.4 and Kathopanishad we quoted 2.3.1. So because the Upanishad themselves say, Upanishad themselves clarify it. There are two meanings to that. And therefore Vishwadharam is Brahman. So this completes the sutra. This completes this first sutra of the third pad of the first chapter. Right? Now comes Purupaksh. You can understand that this is Brahma Sutra, so a lot of Purupaksh is. Purupaksh says, he said Vishwadharam cannot be Brahman. So, why it cannot be Brahman, by the way? What is your problem? What is the problem you have? I have lot of problem. Okay, tell what is the problem. My problem is Eshaha Setu. Oh, which meaning of Setu are you taking? First meaning or second meaning? I told you, be careful. What is the first meaning of Setu? Huh? Dam. And second is the bridge. He is saying, I am taking the first meaning of the Setu. This is called Parvan. Bhaskar has used the word Parvan for this Setu word. Dam. Dam means Parvan. What is that car called? The van is there in which everything is there. Caravan. That is not caravan. It is Paravan. If you want to go out, so there is a caravan. Caravan is there, no? Bed and everything is there. Bathroom also. Sure. You can take bath also. Huh? Sure. Very good. It is cheaper than hotel. Anyway. So Purupaksh says there are two defects. Okay, what is the first defect? First defect, you are saying that dam is a holder of water. Right? Oh, yes, I am saying that. So dam is different, water is different. Right? Dam is holding the water. A holder is different, held is different. Bulb holder is different, bulb is different. Yes. Therefore I am saying, if Brahman is the holder, as per your first meaning, then holder will be finite because it is different. Anything will be different, will be finite. So you yourself are contradicting your definition of Brahman. Got my point? See, it is written here, third line, 249 page. Tatra arthantaram kim apyayatanam syaditi praptam kasmat amritasesha setu iti shravanat. पारवान इह लोके सेतु प्रख्यात. Parvan. And see the tippani here, Parvatvam Parichinnatvam. I'm repeating it. Parvan is means something, Par means boundary. Along with something with the boundary is called Parvan. So Parvan Loke Setu Prakhyata. Setu here means dam. And then he says, Nacha Parasabramana Parvatvam Shakyam Abhyugantum Anantam Aparamiti Shravanat. And therefore, if you take the meaning of dam here, so first defect is that your Brahman becomes very finite. Second defect, please note, he is basing on the first meaning of Setu. Generally, Setu word our mind is conditioned to thinking as a bridge. Therefore, we are not able to understand. He said it is written, Esha Setu Amritasya. Yes. Actually, word Amrit is equal to Brahman. Why you made it immortality? I will say immortal. He is saying Amrit word is meaning, general meaning of Amrit is immortal. You took it as immortality. So Amrit word is equal to immortal, and immortal can be Brahman only. Okay, then you say Esh has the meaning of Brahman and Amrit has the meaning of Brahman. So Brahman is holding the Brahman. Brahman is holding the Brahman. Purpaksh is saying that. Answer is not given. Purpaksh is saying that in that case, Brahman is holding the Brahman. Ye koi baat hui? This is called Atma Ashraya Dosh. Can something hold itself? Something is held by something other than itself. And therefore, Vishwadharam is not Brahman. Because this meaning won't fit. That meaning is not fitting. Now tell me the answer. Bhaskar said, okay, I'll tell you the answer now. Listen quietly. First answer. What you are saying that Brahman is a holder. And holder always is different than the held. And therefore Brahman is Parvan. And therefore it is finite, it is Parichinna. You understand what I am trying to say. What? When Upanishad uses the word dam for Setu, it is Setu Iva. It is like reservoir. It is a Gauna Prayoga. It is a Gauna Prayoga and not literal meaning is there. Example and original cannot be totally similar in all manner. When I say the word, it is holder, it does not, don't stretch it to that extent that this holder is different than the held. Don't stretch to that extent. Between Brahman and dam, common feature is dam. What is a common feature? Common feature is, listen, dam has water, which can be, if you want the water, you have to go to the dam. Similarly, if you want the immortality, you have to go to the Brahman. This is the only common feature. Similarity is availability here. Similarity is availability. Like water is available if you approach the dam, immortality is available if you approach the Brahman. So dharaka iva dharaka. You should not be foolish to take the literal meaning. Then tomorrow you will come and say the dam is made out of brick. So Brahman, where is the brick in the Brahman? Don't use such expressions. This is not the meaning here. It is not the meaning like that. Holder word is there. Like I say, he is the head of the family. He has held the family together. Whole family is dependent on him. Like the whole water is dependent, is held by the dam. Similarly, whole family is dependent or held by the head of the family. Up here, it is not the meaning that the person is like the brick, etc. Here is the meaning that if you want to approach somebody, you can approach him, and through him you can approach anybody in the family. He is the holder of that. Okay. Swami Nishalanand Saraswati is the Shankaracharya of Puri. Quite a great scholar. But very bluntly he cuts if you ask any question. So somebody asked him, he said, tell me, you do puja part and somebody does social work, which is better? Very common question. He said, by the society, the world, the root of that is Ishwar only. If you serve the Ishwar, everybody is served. Got the point? You need not, if somebody is serving society, that is also fine. But supposing somebody is not serving, he is doing worship of some Sagud Sakar Ishwar. And in his mind, it is there that the whole world is in him only. So now he is serving the whole world by serving the Ishwar. Like Draupadi gave one herb to Lord Krishna. So whole world is served. So that Ishwar is the holder of the whole world. It doesn't mean Ishwar is different, world is different. It means if you want to approach the whole world as such, you approach Ishwar. Therefore, Bhagwan Krishna, in front of Yashoda ji, he opened her. One day he was drinking the milk a lot. Bhagwan Krishna, in his Krishna Leela, one day he was drinking too much of milk of her mother. So she thought, Yashoda ji thought, that he may have a stomach ache because he is been drinking too much of milk. So Lalyanti Mukham. So there Shukdev ji uses an expression. She started playing and she started trying to detach him from drinking. So ultimately she detached him. And when she detached him, Bhagwan opened his mouth. He said, you are not the mother of one baby only. You are the mother of the whole universe right now. Yashoda ji, I don't know what happened to my eyes. I don't know what I am seeing there. So when you give something to the God as if you have given to the whole world, whole Virat has been satisfied. Don't forget this point. I am telling it because it has to do a lot with our sadhana. When Draupadi gave one herb to Lord Krishna, all Durvasa's disciples had the food. So don't think one is God life and one is other life. These people are not serving. When you think God is everybody and you serve, that peace goes to the people also. Saint living at one place, he gives peace to everybody. Okay. So got the meaning here. He's saying it is a setu eva. I am here, availability is a common point. Don't miss this point. Here, availability of immortality. And availability, dam is the equal word. Because as the water is available if you approach the dam, immortality is available if you approach the Brahman. This is the only common point. Don't stretch too much here and there. Okay? Okay. Don't use your unnecessary brain, don't use. Problem is, you should, before thinking, you should know how to think. And should we think on this topic or not? Most of the topic where we are putting our brain is not required to put here. No need to invest your brain in that direction. This is the first defect has been taken care of. What about the second defect? How can you say that the Brahman is holder and how can you say Brahman is holding the Brahman? What about that? Because Amritam Aisa is holder. Can you tell me about that? Well, yes. Tomorrow time is. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.